I mean, just to come in, capitalize, finish this early season stretch before Christmas, 4-1 is really good. Feels good to get a couple big wins against some good teams like Marion and Richmond before heading into the holiday tournament and break.
What was the kind of game plan for you guys heading into today? Because you guys attacked the offensive glass pretty well.
We just come in, we have a mindset to play hard this year. We have a different kind of culture than we have in the past. We expect to win when we come into play. And playing against two great Fort Wayne players like the Croft brothers, got to contain them like we did in the first half. Second half, they kind of started getting a little hotter, but we executed pretty well, and I think that's why we won.
What's the feeling like late in the first half when you kind of catch fire from deep? A guy that maybe doesn't shoot threes too many times, but in the offense, what's it like for you?
It's just fun. I mean, there's a special kind of feeling once they start falling. Teammates are getting me open. We're executing our sets well. Not all the plays are going to me, so once like Jared or Brendan, they start scoring, I'm more open, and it gets really fun.
You guys are versatile. You're kind of sliding under the radar here. Do you kind of like that mentality of being kind of an underdog, maybe under the radar kind of team?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to us if anybody picks us. We're going to come out and do our job every time we play.
Just come out, especially focus on defense. I think we did pretty well tonight. Our goal was 45, held them to 44, I think, so did pretty well there and shared the ball really well on offense.
We were talking to Smithey, and he says this team kind of feels a little different there. You expect to win. What's the kind of expectations for this team, and do you feel that with this team?
Yeah, I feel that too, and I mean we have expectations to go far this year. You know, we go into every game looking to win. I feel like it's a little different than it was in past years.
How tough is this team to defend? Because in the first quarter, all 5 starters got on the board, so how tough is this team to defend?
I think we're tough to defend when we share the ball. We're all pretty selfless players and just pass the ball around. You know, anyone on any given night can drop 15, 20 points.
You saw Smithey, he kind of hit a couple late in that. That's maybe not his game. What's it like when you see a teammate like that go off? Do you have to find him? What's the kind of mentality?
Yeah, I mean, just whoever's hot, you know, we're just finding them, giving them the ball, and they're just doing their job.
Do you like the underdog role? Because you guys are kind of under the radar in the SAC. I know this was a conference game, but do you kind of like that mentality, that underdog, under the radar?
Yeah, I kind of like it. You know, it makes wins a little bit sweeter when we get them.
We've been working on our defense all week, Andy. We haven't, we've been struggling on the defense. Concordia just chopped us up a week ago today. So we've been putting extra effort in defense, and I thought we had the goal to hold them under 45. The kids came up with the goal tonight, and they were right on the number. So I think that was the biggest thing, just to play good defense, cut the floor in half, know where the scores are, knowing that Lucas is going to hit some tough shots. And obviously got off to a good start offensively, which helped a little bit. So
we know the Cadets loss. It probably wasn't true to form for this team, but I was talking to Smithey, and he said you kind of have a different feeling about this team, about they kind of expect to win. Do you have a sense of maybe a little different mentality from this squad?
I think a little bit. When they've always had success, whatever level, going back when these guys are Hayden, Jared, Matt, Russ, they were all in 8th grade together. They were undefeated, so they're used to winning, and they've won at all the levels and stuff. But you got to come out and play every day, because we don't have any easy games on the schedule, and if you're not ready, you're going to get your butt kicked.
How well-rounded is this offense? Because early in the first quarter, all 5 guys, all 5 starters were on the board. How much does versatility kind of a focal point for you offensively?
A big one. That's our biggest. One of our biggest points offensively was sharing the ball. Against Concordia, we had 5 assists. Against DeKalb, the game before we had 17. Last week when we were down here, we had 16 assists. I don't know what we had tonight, but we really tried to stress sharing the basketball. And when we do that, because we have guys that can score. Yeah, Hayden's the go-to guy, but Jared, I think Matt led us in scoring today, had 16. I think we had 3 guys in double figures. So if we do that, I think we can stay competitive in a lot of games.